Something quick about physics. Remember I told you for the past couple of days somebody was stealing some seasoning from my house. Now today is January 4th, 2019. There was somebody stealing seasoning from my house, and they were doing it on purpose. That means somebody had a key, and they were coming in my house. And I'm just staying in a some type of apartment in a certain type of way recovering, so I'm paying a rent a certain type of way while I'm here for the vacation. So it doesn't make no sense paying a hotel. It makes no sense to pay an apartment a certain type of way for individual comfortability for the time of recovery. Now, listen to this. Somebody had the key to my place. Now I'm still here in the same place I was, up north, right? If a person stealing seasoning from my house, that's like stealing milk from somebody, or like stealing milk or nourishment, because a person that's doing that on a level of physics, that person is the literal disease of the irritation of a person's consciousness, or physical reality disease that is doing that. And people must know about it if they're going in my house to do something like that, because I don't leave my doors locked. Well, I leave my doors locked, but I don't leave my doors open. I leave my doors locked, literally. The windows be locked and everything. So another person says, no, I do leave my doors locked. My doors locked when I leave my house. Now, the funny thing about this situation is when that happens, right? The person that's doing it is actually making it happen. So, on a level of person whoever's stealing it is actually a person that international security is gonna go after and arrest, and the person who tried to make that happen, they tried to do it, but they gotta come to a stop. So, I'm not leaving certain things vulnerable for a person's reality, so they don't do more. It's just like the other day, I went and bought some pizza and then I filled my cabinet, right? But I didn't feel like cooking, so I literally went and bought some pizza. Somebody came in here and took 2 bags of noodles from my cabinet. I didn't say nothing. I just looked at it and was like, wow, somebody took 2 bags of noodles from a person's cabinet. The only person that has the key to do something like that. I don't have to. I don't have to stay at this nigga crib no more a certain type of way. But I'm gonna wait till after when I come back and then watch. But I'm wondering what is wrong with the individual that's doing something stupid like that, right? Then I said, yo, you know something, man? It doesn't make no sense for somebody to do something stupid like that, because a person that will steal nourishment from somebody is like a literal disease, because it's like stealing milk. Like, you went after seasoning, that's like a level of physics is causing, like, a person that's literally causing a disease, and then they went after other things, and I'm looking at the person like, are you serious? Like, I would never do things like that. Like, why somebody do stupid things like that? I'm like, wow. I just don't say nothing. I'm just on some, people's doing funny things a certain type of way, and they thought other people wasn't gonna notice the things that they were doing a certain type of way. So I'm like, hey man, it's just funny about the situation that somebody would do something like that. So I'm like, hey man, that's just too bad because whoever is stealing the nourishment is the literal disease. So that means somebody already has somebody that they could have stopped, but they're trying to get somebody sick. That means it's like a false doctor, it's like a bad mechanic or a false doctor, and then it's like you ever seen the Wizard of Oz, and then at the level an individual is making certain things happen a certain type of way. Then you have the real wizard when I was the Wizard of Oz that made the real magic happen a certain type of way. Even had shoes for Dorothy that even Dorothy was amazed about the shoes I gave her. Then on top of it, you have somebody that's like a fake person that knows this form of magic that's doing the wrong thing. So they're abusing magic a certain type of way. They're gonna cause the end of the magic a certain type of way. That's the person that's a real disease who's doing that. And then on top of it, if they sabotaging people's life on purpose, it's like a person, it's like a suicidal person going after the energy of space or the energy of the sky or the energy of air and oxygen. And then they say if they can't, if it's like me having a wife and then I'm going through a divorce and the person's getting suicidal, so if I don't want to be with their mother, then it'll be the end of the world. Who would I be around, or who would be around me to feel like that? That don't make no sense. So what energy or force? Because I'm the one that made everything. I made everything in life down to the energy and force. So nobody should ever feel like that about me. That's like stupidity. A person overwatching something is stupidity because they agreed and gut me with what they already did wrong, and they didn't even want the person to realize they did wrong. Then on top of it, then it's like a person that did so much wrong that they try to manipulate people just for them not to figure out the wrong that they did because they want to do some other desperado situation and the stupid things. They're gonna get murdered and killed before anything ever happens to me. Or before I'm just showing you the reality, even down to the force, the spirits, the energy, international security, the intellect of one's consciousness, the physics of mathematics, of one's education, the social economic reality of one's nourishment or one's equality. It's just like if you have people doing that already, how are they robbing people in the social economic system? I'm the one that made all life. So if somebody did that to me, that's beyond a crime. That's like somebody that really has to be stopped. It's like once you rob me, it's like robbing people that never been robbed in their house before. It just didn't happen and accumulate yet. It must be the person still doing their homework when it comes to the person, or they just waiting for a time to do something stupid. That's how you have to look at it because if a person robs the social economic quality of an individual in the social economic system, they're just trying to be to themselves and happy. What are they naturally doing to everybody else in the social economic system? So if I freshly came and nothing ever wrong happened to me at a level, then who's been doing it in the social economic system already that been causing the situation to happen? That means that's the person you're looking for that's gonna murder and kill everybody, and then they're just trying to manipulate the physical reality, things that's going on around already. So in physics, it's just like having a fresh vibration in life, and then somebody tries to fuck it up for everybody. You ever been in the military or the army and doing push-ups, and then your whole platoon or your whole squad or your, you, your group has to go around jogging or doing push-ups? What do you think is happening in the physical around people stealing nourishment, bruh? Other people are over here, they were stealing nourishment, bruh. Like, that's something, even if in the army you do something like that, that's like getting your ass whooped. You're not gonna provoke me to get into a physical confrontation with anybody to get me ready. That's like trying to take America. Listen, if you want to go after America, you go after your social economic voting population or your council. That's it. Don't use me for stupidity of other individuals because they want to manipulate physics. That means that's like the 500 party that just wanted to get rid of the real empress, and they were just working around the clock to get rid of them a certain type of way. and then they were just trying to force another person to do it because they couldn't do it themselves. So they lied so much and then took advantage of people. They just wanted to do certain things. It was like a person sitting in the background trying to do certain things, and they just don't want to be blamed for what's happening in the physical reality, but they want to point fingers at a person, and then they're robbing individuals of their habitation. Hey, that has nothing to do with it. Right? It's like a person studying a person's anatomy. Yo, my nigga, you know that dream I told you that I had about the world ending, right? I wonder how it ain't nothing's gonna happen to me. But I had to let the spirits, the energy, the force, the lighting of the anatomy of the real magic, of real science, even vibrate, all jewel stones and elements, even the natural habitation, the force of space, know who's robbing their habitation. It's like robbing space at a high level of refinement that you wouldn't even believe. And the reason of space is me. And then an individual is robbing the oxygen or the air from individual social economics, and they're doing it through physics. They're stealing little seasoning from my cabinet, noodles. People that's lighting fires outside. I'm walking outside, you see people lighting fires and stuff, or they smoking up the area with stink, stink dog piss tree bark. Smell, smelling like a cover up or some sickness or a burnt out situation or a dead body. That don't make no sense. Then on top of it, I'm over here like, wow, there's international security in the world. There's economic world trading and marketing already. And I own the World Trade Center. There was nothing wrong when I owned the World Trade Center. It was the fucked up reality of people that was I provided evidence that was already wrong, that was mad that they were wrong, and they were just trying to provide that because other people was doing the wrong thing. And they weren't supposed to be doing certain things on my planet, and then they had other planets. And then some people wasn't supposed to be here, and then people, it was like a person polluting the area. This is why you learn about solicitation, pollution, and all types of things. I taught you physics in all periodical calendars to know about people's physical reality, fucked up things that they were doing. So another person stealing nourishment is like robbing a person of oxygen and air. It's like literally robbing the earth, and then there's nobody can bother you for something. How could you stand that? That doesn't make no sense. We had people lose their lives for things like that. I got shot over things like that, bro. You think I'm gonna go through it again for stupidity, and another person could have stopped it because the world kept on economically going, but somebody did something stupid. So why the fuck should I just go? I'm not doing stupid things like the way people did it. Now the force of energy, even the possession and light and spirits have to do it on. It's like they gotta cancel it or I don't. Hey, I did everything for a reason. I didn't do anything for nothing. So if you have bad spirits, bad energy, you better get rid of them shits because, bruh, you ain't gonna survive around me, and you ain't gonna be robbing me. You better go to the person you need to rob. Keep it away from me. And if you're trying to make my life miserable, if you're gonna be one fucked up spirit, there's things that you don't know about me, and you ain't never gonna know either. And the day you try to find out, that's the day you fucked up because you should have never knew about it. Because I should have knew about it, but you shouldn't have been concerned with what I know about myself. You should have been concerned about what I needed to remember, so I would consider you for, this is a person of high privilege, do certain things in a certain way. Another person, I don't want to be with certain people, so another person is not in void what's going to happen to them at a certain time because what already happened. Another person just don't know. This is how it really is. The energy, the spirits, and force in you, they shouldn't have been messing with other people, and they shouldn't have been making other people trying to make moves against me because the people that's supporting them is the people they should have been getting rid of. Because my energy and the force of my magic could have detached from the individuals already. Nobody's gonna leave me. It's my land. Hey man, you know something, man? I was just trying to warn the oxygen, the trees, the habitation, and the earth, and the magic force. Fuck the empresses. If you didn't give a fuck about the empress, the magic force is the reason of your main condition, or the reason of your natural revivement. One, the habitation, even the energy that how the people trying to kill it in physics. Because if a person's doing it in physics, you're already robbing the reasons of resuscitation and the cycles of life. That means you're really getting at spirits and forces. That means somebody's wrong. It's just like a person that it's like the Constantine family before used to put away bad energy. But it's like somebody's doing something on spite because they're trying to control certain things to get things to happen. Once you start doing that, you're gonna lose your magic to the family anyway. It's like losing the magic of the dignity of the family because of stupidity. Once you do that, too bad for you, bro. You ain't never gonna have to worry about that again. Even the spirits and energies will make sure that you end up in a cycle. And you never know about that shit. And it ain't gonna do it to me, but it's like fucked up for a person doing something stupid like that to themselves. And then on top of it, I'm a person that was so quality, yo, my nigga, you tried to rob the space, gravity, air force, energy itself of the reason of having. Yo, listen, that exactly what I said is gonna kill you. It's gonna end up killing people. It don't even matter if you're doing the solar panel, even down to the elements are gonna kill you. It's just like you should have never took certain things from me. You should have never took the seasoning from my cabinet. Should have never took the news. You should have never turned me down for nothing about it. As a matter of fact, you're gonna have to learn. People are gonna have to learn the hard way. Too bad for international security. I tried to warn them. They just probably didn't peep. It's just like a person bought taking their lighter. What do you think is gonna start happening? Who took the lighter? Yo, hey man, I don't got. Yo, listen, man. You think about it, and then you think about physics. Because if somebody's stealing nourishment, it's like stealing milk. It's like stealing sperm. When is it gonna stop? And then let them be stupid, and then you'll see what happens. Huh? Another one, too bad. The energy force already knows. You're gonna have to get rid of that security. And on top of it, these things I'm thinking about, I just want to have fun in life a certain type of way. But you know something? I'm not gonna be ignorant because the energy. I'm gonna honor the energy because it doesn't need that ignorance neither. I feel what it's saying, but hey man, just don't do around me. I'm because I come from New York. I'm gonna be here for a little bit, then I'm out. For real, because you're gonna have to get rid of. My comfortability is gonna be my comfortability. Other people, I don't care about other people. So at least I try to warn the spirits, the energy, the light, the force, because if you still in nourishment from what it even, it's like light that reflected on nourishment and seasoned nourishment for habitation, and a person stealing and trying to steal light. Once the light or the energy or possession spirit or force or sees a person trying to steal nourishment from individuals like they're stealing the light, that means they're getting rid of the spirit a certain type of yo. This real good spirits that never did nothing wrong needs to go handle that person, whoever did it, because that's what's causing their habitation to almost end up to end, and then causing up the fucked up cycles in life. Another person that's not being vindictive or trying to escape. That's somebody doing something wrong. It's just like an astrological empress, celestial empress doing that. You would have to. I would just end up, not being with the situation, so it would already die out anyway. And I already got shot, so you had people already shooting me in the paradigm that was trying to kill it anyway. It's like, hey, listen, I'm not getting shot no more. You don't have to do it no more because it already happened. Whoever is not good, all I'm gonna feel a weight towards them, and then it's gonna be finished. Love one.